Hey everybody, HMV here. Playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we're starting to see flames. I'm more than terrified. We should be okay. We're going less than 2,000 meters per second. Trajectories is already saying we're going to come down, so I think we're going to just do this. We have all day to slow down, literally, because the sun just rose there. Generous, if you do not recall from last episode, she is coming down into Laythe to land somewhere and get a bunch of science. That's her goal. I don't know where the biomes of Laythe are. Don't care. I'm just going to land and get some biome science. We're not gonna screw around with. Oh, we got a little bit of heating here. It's not what I want. We're not going to screw around with trying to get water science, except for maybe an EVA report in the water. I don't really feel the need. This ship is very maneuverable, which is awesome. This is the engine that will ignite next, which is also awesome. We have a ton of Delta V as soon as we get air, which we already have. Yeah, even if we aim prograde, we're going to be fine now. So I'm just going to aim prograde. Sadly, taking the brunt of the heat on our nose there, but what are you going to do? Oh. Yeah, a fatal flaw of this ship is if the materials bay burns up, we're in trouble. Yeah, in order to stop here, we're gonna have to bleed off a bit more. Whoopsie, there we go. Something else I learned from Scott Manley. Come in sideways, and that really cuts into your velocity without causing you to dip too low into the atmosphere. Because we are heading flat right now. We are not gaining or losing altitude, which is pretty cool. We're also way down to 1.6 meters or kilometers per second. So I think we're doing pretty good here. Yeah, I'm very happy with this plane. It looks really cool. Okay, now we're getting into the thicker stuff here. Although we're still in the very high atmosphere. We've only got 0.2 air units available to us. But yeah, this plane has a lot of control over what happens. I believe anybody who watched Harv's Laythe missions, that was, 2 years ago. I believe this is where he landed. Where he had his tourism base. Space Tourism, that was the name of his series. There we go, look at that, we're fine. We're fine. I don't know where I want to land, but where Harv landed seems like a decent spot. We're going to throttle our engine up to 30%, so that when we do get enough air, it turns on. There we go. Apparently 0.2 is enough air. I'm pretty sure all these islands are the same biome, but there might be a shores that I can get, so I can triple up on science, or double up really on science by wheeling the plane down to a shore. Generis is not the seasoned spaceonaut that she actually is. She doesn't feel like, I should say, the seasoned spaceonaut that she actually is. She looks absolutely terrified. We are sub-Mach, although I don't know what Mach is on Laythe. It might be less with the plane wobbles a little in the center there, but that's not a big deal. You expect a little bit of wobble on a plane. Okay. There is a shores, so there's at least 3 biomes here. Get the landing gear down. I have a piece of landing gear here that's just to stop tail strikes. Why is it so dark? We're not in Jewel's shadow. I know there's no Jewel. Well, there is a Jewel, but there's no Jewel that Laythe is in orbit around. We are going 140 meters per second, which is kind of high. This is a bit more slopey than I remember it being in Harv's series, which makes me wonder if it is actually where he landed. I think what we're going to do is we're going to come around this way. We're going to land right here. I tweaked the brakes on the back to be a little bit more brakey than the brakes on the front. So we should be good as far as that's concerned. Okay, I was really expecting... Oh, there's my shadow. It's a cool looking shadow. Yes, I totally took a second to take a screenshot. Okay, we are definitely going slow enough that we should be landing here, especially with this upslope. And brakes on. Engine off. Whoa, that was a little scary. The important thing is, though, we got it. Okay, take your EVA report now. I'm not 100% sure you can get back in the ship, but you can get a surface sample and an EVA report from here if you store the experiments. And then hop back in and board anyway. Okay. We are good. We are on the ground. We are set. We are happy. We never needed the parachutes. We're going to take off. Yeah, I'm wondering if this black area versus the white area is something different. Where are we? We are in Laythe Shores, yeah. So, in theory, it is possible that this light area is different than the dark area. So I think it's going to behoove us to fly over here and land on one of these kind of mountainy peaks. Or maybe fly over here because it's a little bit flatter. But we'll do that later. What we're going to do now is go into map mode and go to one of our two ships here. Let's turn the trajectories thing off. Let's switch to this. Okay, this is the return vessel, so we're going to rename him. And we'll make him a base, just for the fun of it. Or maybe a station. Let's make him a station. Although, making him a station gives him solar panels. And in order to name this guy, we need to know the name of this moon. Derso. D-E-R-S-O. This is the Derso lander. Okay. Now, we've only got 369 meters per second in this tank. We might as well use it to its best. And that is 581, so that's going to be more meters per second than we have. No big deal. We need to worry about meters or about electric charge, though. So let's go ahead and do this. Couple and activating. There we go. Still got a moderately decent speed increase. We lost our maneuver node, which is a bit annoying, but at least we can watch it here. Come on, give us the encounter marker. Oh, set as target. There we go. There's our encounter marker. Okay, perfectly fine. Now, out here, if we had a maneuver to speed up. See, that's exactly the wrong thing. But we got all the time in the world, so let's go a couple orbits. And then speed up. And that will get us, whoa, craziness. And that's in 4 days. So let's go ahead and head back to Laythe and have actual fun. I mean, do the Laythe part of the mission. We're far enough from water that I don't want to walk. So we are going to turn off the brakes, crank up the engine, I'm a bit scared of this slope, so I'm actually going to actually got to turn around on the ground. Why not? So we want to be heading this way anyway. Probably could have used that as a takeoff, but oh well. Probably also could have quick saved before doing this. We're in the danger zone. Whoa. Don't want it to be that dangerous of a zone. Okay. Yeah, this ship is very maneuverable. This ship is a lot better than Genry's deserves, really. This is a fun ship to fly. I flew this around the Kerbal Space Center a lot during testing, and like, you know, there were tweaks here and there. I added the science. I moved, you know, I added some elevons here. I moved the fuel around and stuff like that. Changed the, you know, all that stuff. But from the beginning, from the very first time I flew this thing, it was a blast to fly. I highly recommend it. It's a very simple ship. It's got great turning because of all these elevons. It's got decent yaw. And as soon as we're done, once we get this thing as fast as we can with this engine, we kick this off, and then this thing goes, and we're good to go. It is beautiful. A good pilot would raise the landing gear, but neither Genry's nor I are a good pilot. Well, this little valley... Yeah, see, I don't want to have to take off up that mountain. I don't want to have to take off up any of these mountains, but... Actually, I like this better. Let's actually go this way. And then, whoops, turn around and go this way. That'll also slow us down a lot. Genry's is the least happy astronaut ever in the history of ever. Okay, 80 meters per second. Let's actually slow it down even more. Don't like this slope. So I can just turn the brakes on now. Ah, I hit Z instead of X. Laythe Dunes. So there you go. We just got more science because Genry's is awesome. Go ahead and take that EVA report. So we got dunes and shores. We could use... I'm getting a little greedy. We could use... Let's actually zoom out a bit. We could use EVA from water. That's the only thing I don't have, and I don't really see anywhere where I'm comfortable landing. Yeah, right here, or... No, see, this whole area is bad. This isn't so bad. Yeah, so I think we're going to try. Actually, this looks really good. We're going to try to come in and land here. Let's actually... Where is that? That's here, right? Let's go ahead and drop a waypoint. This whole little area right here is perfect. So we're going to come up. We're going to fly whatever direction this is, north, I think. Yeah, we're going to fly north from where we are until we hit this patch. And we're going to take a left, and we're going to go west until we get to the waypoint. This actually looks like it's going to be a much easier takeoff than the other one. Still going to throttle down a bit until we get over this bump. Okay, and we'll just use this hill as our launch pad. Oh, that felt more dangerous than I think it was. I have a feeling we almost lost a wing there, but hey. Okay, let's actually be good pilots this time and raise our landing here. Yeah, this is a sheer joy. A sheer joy. And I think I'm going to allow myself another quick save when we land at the other one, and I'm going to try to back the plane into the water. But that's something that I'm going to allow a quick save to not do. I wonder what this EVA report is. There's no way to know because we don't have anything that's specific. Oh, lays the Sagan Sea. That's interesting. Makes me almost want to just land here in case this isn't the Sagan Sea. Let's go ahead and do it. We're over the worst part anyway. Getting close to the drop out of the sky speed here. And of course we're also... There we go. Oh, come on. Nice. Okay, is this all Sagan Sea? Yes, it is. Okay, go ahead and hop out. Get your EVA report. And then hop back in. We're going to hit F5. Hop back out again. Do the thing where you hop up here to somehow get the surface sample off the surface. Because that makes total sense. Oh. There we go. Jeez, you almost fell off. Okay. Brakes off. Got a nice downhill here to make it a little bit easy to take off. As soon as we get above 50. Ooh, a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to fly over here. We got one more thing to try. And I don't know if it's going to work. Like I said, we're going to try to let this thing roll backwards into the water. It's probably a terrible idea. But I'm hoping we're going to get the science for rolling into the water, then we can kick the engine on and push us back out of the water. Generous, as I'm explaining this plan, every time I mention the plan, she gets scared, but every time I stop talking about the plan, she gets happy. I think it's because she's had time to think about it, and she realizes how good of a plan it is. Okay. This is as perfect as it's going to get. Just giving it enough throttle to keep going at the speed it's going. We're going to hit the brakes. And come to a stop. Okay. Okay, now, if we turn the brakes off, we should start rolling backwards. We are. Okay. Then if we hit the brakes again, we will stop. Don't really want to be going more than a couple meters per second as we do this. See, she's happy now. She's like, yeah, we're going in the water. Okay, we're going too fast. Okay. Come on. Crew report. Okay, it didn't work. Totally failed to work. So let's see if this part at least works. Okay, back in the air. $30. When we get to the top of this hill, we should be able to just take off. We're already at 60. $80. Oh, almost lost the engine. Not a big deal. Okay. Whew. Let's get ourselves set up here. Now, we want to go north because we're ready to start coming home. Or, well, home being a relative term. We're ready to... Let's delete this waypoint. We want to, when we get here, waypoint manager, this is something you definitely want to do in the air here. Let's at least watch this to make sure we're going up. Okay, waypoint manager, add a waypoint, set location on map. Going to turn off that terrain height as altitude. Set location on map, we want it to be right. And we're basically now doing what SSTOs normally do. Except for we're not in SSTO. We're just going to get this guy going as fast as possible. As high as possible. And then we're going to kick away this engine in order to... basically, as soon as this engine goes out, we're going to kick it away in order to use this to get us the rest of the way there. Okay, we're about 10 kilometers up. And we are slowing down. Which I'm not 100% sure why, to be honest. Because I don't know anything about airplanes in this game. But I'm wondering if it's worth keeping the engine. Because if we're slowing down, we're actually, while getting higher, we're losing some of the benefits of the plane. I was also at double time warp, which gave me a little bit more air. But maybe it increased my drag or something. I don't know. So I'm going to hit F5. And we're going to hit space in 3, 2, 1. Let's go to space. Now I'm kind of assuming that I have enough Delta V to get to space. I don't know that for a fact. My apoapsis height is really the most important thing to be looking at here. I don't know Laythe off the top of my head, but I think it's around 50. So if we can get our apoapsis up to say 70, I'll be happy. I'm also a little worried about our fuel. Yeah, that'll get us into space. Part of me wants to just gun it and then try to catch on the way up. Part of me wants to see what... Let's see. In order to get into orbit from here... we're going to need more than 300 meters per second. 700. Dang it. I'm actually going to try something. We're just gonna go as high as possible. We're gonna get as far out of the lower atmosphere as we can with the plane, and then do more of a gravity turns type thing. And now we're gonna do it. We're gonna do similar to Kerbin, although our apoapsis is already at 12. We're going to sit at 45 here, I think. So just make this our orbital velocity. We're going to sit at 45 until our apoapsis gets to 20, and then we're going to start doing our normal gravity turn. We're going to see if this is better. 70 leaves us 127. We're actually worse off, but we have a better periapsis. But I think it's still going to be more than what we have. 312, 127. It is better. Okay, we're going to try again. If she hops out and gets into orbit, which is possible, there's no way to save her because we only have the three command pods, including hers. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep going at 45 here. She also might, although I doubt it, be able to pick up her capsule, or get out of her capsule and push it into orbit. Which is, I think, what we're going to try now. We're just gonna burn for glory here. We're going to get this up as high as possible. Okay, then we're going to ditch. Are we going to ditch the solar panels? That's the question. See, we're already out of the atmosphere. We need 300-ish meters per second. So she can do it on her own. So I'm going to drop a quick save. Now, hop out. Our orbital velocity right now is 1611. So we want to be going 1911. Our orbital velocity is going down. So we're actually, yeah, because we're rising, obviously. The reason I was keeping this is because the solar panels are on it. Attempt number 2 is to ditch this. And then aim this like this. And then hop out again. And see if this can be done. Yeah, the SAS on the thing is holding it a lot better. Okay. We're still losing meters per second due to falling. As soon as either her pack gets down to 1 or SAS is lost on this thing, I'm going to keep pushing this. We got 2 minutes and change until apoapsis, so we got plenty of time to just sit here and just push. Our electric charge is fantastic, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and delete this maneuver node now and see what we need to get into orbit now. 282. So all that pushing gave us a less than 50. So we need to do this five more times. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth trying. I don't think we have the time to do this 5 more times. No, we don't. We don't have the time to do it 5 more times. So let's hop back in. Let's hop back out. Let's take all the science. And we are going to burn prograde. Yeah, we just don't have the oomph in the jetpack to, in the time allotted, get that capsule into orbit. So we're gonna have to send a rescue mission. Probably we're gonna leave Val back behind. The pilots understand they're expendable. She could hold on to the ladder. And I almost want to say that's what we're going to do. The reason being, if she holds on the ladder, if she holds on the ladder through the burn to eject, then we can actually make it a rescue mission in Kerbin orbit or Sana orbit instead of sending somebody all the way back out to Laythe. We're past apoapsis, so I'm burning up a little bit just to give us this upward velocity here to put our apoapsis back right where we are. Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, let's burn sideways to keep our apoapsis up. Okay, we're out of the atmosphere. We are out of the atmosphere. Is that correct? Trajectories. Let's turn off body fixed mode because we don't care about that anymore. This will get us coplanar with the other ship at least. And then that'll make collecting her a lot easier. This ship now has to, with its limited electric charge, set Genries as a target. Let's go ahead and turn off trajectories because we don't care about it. Ideally, we will meet it right around here. It being the person. Right there. This is going to be the meeting spot. And I just realized that we're going to have to do this at least 1 more time. Making me kind of want to not do it right now. Because we can't leave Generous or Val on the ladder when we leave the ship. Because reasons. I honestly don't know why. The game just doesn't like it. So we're going to have to... we're going to have to let them float free. And then when we come back, they're going to be completely separate. However, if we fill up their tank their jet tank by, you know, swapping who's in what place, then Val will have a full jet tank and she can do the rendezvous herself. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. This took a lot longer than I thought it would. And while fun, was a lot more tiring than I thought it would be. We had some problems, which we like, and we solved them, which we like even more. But I'm gonna end the episode with Jenry's refilling her jet tank. And then next episode, we are gonna do Hallberry, I believe his name is, going to Durso and coming back, and then probably bring back everybody in one way or another. So, Val, hop on out. Where is the ship? There it is. Jenry's, get on in that ship and refill your jet tank here. We don't need the HUD anymore, I don't think. Okay. So we are good. We are good to go here. We've got Jenry's in the ship. We got Val with a full jet pack. We've got, nobody has an orbit that's going to kill them. And we've got Durso on the way. We've got Henberry, that's your name, on the way to Durso. And, we are going to, we're going to be good with that. So next episode, we're going to be landing on Durso. We're going to come back to Laythe. We're going to hook all these ships together and we are going home. Hope you're looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I'm HMV and I will, as always, talk at you later.